to you, the show all about lies and liars. On Lee Mack's team tonight, it's as if the grey clouds have parted and a ray of sparkling sunshine glitters down to catch a butterfly's wing as it lands gently on a summer flower. It's Jack D! And a man who is half English and half Polish, which means that he's constantly trying to book himself to tile his own bathroom. It's Peter Serafinovich.
Racist!
And on David Mitchell's team, a woman who stars in Gavin and Stacey, with me, had a #1 hit, with me, and later will be going home in a taxi. It's Ruth Jones! And what can I say about this man that hasn't been said before? He's Britain's tallest fireman. It's Jason Manford! Right, off we go with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them, and to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sift the fact from the fiction, and Ruth is first.
Oh,
Ruth, would you reveal all, please?
I once secretly swapped sandwiches with Rob on the set of Gavin and Stacey because a dog licked mine.
Is that right? Seriously? Well, we don't know yet, do we?
What was the dog doing on the set?
It was a dog that we feature in the show, Gavin and Stacey.
Called?
Oh,
No, what's the show called?
Sorry, Gavin and Stacey.
Is there a dog in Gavin and Stacey?
Yes, and he runs
The one that runs along the promenade? Oh, yeah.
Did it have any negative effects on Rob?
I do think that's the sort of effect it's likely to have. A dog is things that you would slowly become a dog. I think it's been more some sort of bacterial infection than actually morphing into a canine.
Well, here's the thing. A young student in America, Peter Parker, got bitten by a radioactive spider.
What was the sandwich?
Cheese and onion.
And you let me eat it?
Well, it was a bit of a bet. It was a... No,
so everybody was in on it?
It's prompted a confession in me. We're having people over for dinner, and our dog got it onto the table and started eating one of the starters, but while everyone else was having drinks. And my wife just got it out of its mouth again and put it and just patted it, and so I made sure Rob sat there. Sorry, Rob.
Not true. No. Never been to his house.
No, never will.
So when did the dog just take one lick and off he went?
It was the sandwiches at tea time, that come at tea time.
Let's call them the tea time sandwiches.
What?
New word.
Yeah. And there's a big platter of them. I put some on my plate. I put it down to go and make myself a cup of tea. The dog...
You put it down on what?
It was one of those, you know, those big tables, trestle tables. Anyway, I saw the dog out the corner of my eye lick the sandwich.
You said a trestle table, though. Trestle tables are quite reasonable. They're not coffee tables, they're high up. That dog must have actually got up on the table.
No, but it was a big dog.
Oh, he's got rabies!
I am. Look at this. It's coming out now that I know about it.
I think we should move on because Rob wants to go for a walk.
I'm amazed I've been allowed up on the furniture, to be honest. Lee, on that note, let's take a guess here.
I think Ruth is too nice to have done this, but on the other hand, there's a little bit of guilt there. There's a little bit of guilt.
Come on, it's hardly the JFK conspiracy. A dog licked the sandwich. I believe that would happen.
That JFK. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Jack, what do you think?
I say true.
You say true?
True.
You say true? I'll have to go with the team and say true.
You're saying true. Ruth, is it true or is it a lie?
Rob? It's a lie!
Oh, thank God.
I would never do something like that.
Well, thank you, I'm glad, yeah, OK. Well, it's the best news we've had all series. It's a lie. Jack D, you're next.
I developed a word association system to remember people's names, but gave it up when it backfired on me.
David.
What was the word association system?
Did I develop?
To help remember people's names.
It was
Jack, you've just got a bit of fluff on you.
Thank you very much.
Keep thinking.
What I do is I attach a quality to someone and then try and relate that quality to the person's name.
So just for example,
so
what would that be?
So Jason Manford, if I think Jason and the Argonauts, and that would perhaps, and then next time I see you I'll think Argonauts will make me think of Jason.
What's Argonaut like about Jason?
For instance, Jason the Argonauts, I might therefore J and Argonaut gives me Juggernaut.
Right.
And you look to me like a lorry driver.
Right.
So therefore I would think lorry driver Jason.
And then when you next meet him, you say, "Hi, Yorkie, how are you?"
It has been known to backfire.
Which is where we come to the hilarious backfiring anecdote.
Oh, that was a bad one. Yeah. We met someone on holiday, and his name was Charles, and he wore very big sunglasses, like only a blind person would wear. And so I thought, that's brilliant, Ray Charles, because I remember from the sunglasses, and therefore I will get Charles. And then so next year when we go, I can confidently say, "Hello, Charles." But it didn't work, because 12 months later, and you've slightly forgotten what you'd set up as a system. So he walks in, I go, "Hello, Stevie."
Where did you meet him? Where was it?
On the holiday.
Where was it?
In Holidayville.
In Dorset. It was in Dorset.
And what? So you were in a pub. You were in a pub, and he walked over, and you went, "Stevie."
He came out. Yeah, it was the following year, and I saw him again.
Did he live round there?
Where were you sat?
No, he was a fellow holiday maker.
So, and you developed a sort of mild acquaintanceship with a man whose name you could barely remember, but
yes.
planned to holiday with him again.
No, there was no plan involved, David. We didn't get together and say, "Are you going to be here next year?" "Yes, are you?"
But you obviously thought it was a possibility, because you already had a plan for remembering his name.
I perhaps didn't explain correctly that I'd seen him the previous year at the same place and not known his name.
So now it's 3 years on the
So for 3 years, you and Charles holidayed with metronomic regularity at the same place in Dorset. You kind of escaped
Well, that's
the man.
not so unusual. People tend to frequent the same place for holidays.
Year 1, you see him, but you don't exchange names. And in year 2, you learn his name.
To clarify this point, year 1, there's no reason why I would know his name, because I haven't been introduced to him.
No.
There's no reason for you to know his name at all.
Year 2, I had forgotten his name, but endeavoured to remember it for the 3rd year.
Right.
All right, David, is that the truth, or is it part of Jack's impish sense of fun and a lie?
I think it's the truth.
Do you? I think it's a lie.
I think it's true. I think I'm going to go for true.
Fine, that's all right.
You know.
You're saying true?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the team decision. OK. Jack D.
It was true.
It's true. Jack did develop a word association system to remember people's names, but gave it up when it backfired on him. Right. Jason, you're next.
Okay. For 10 years, I refused to go into any branch of McDonald's after a girl dumped me in one.
What, you mean this girl took you there and left you there?
So you phoned ahead, made the reservation. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Manford. We're very busy tonight.
How old were you? I was 16, she was 15.
Oh, hello. So, actually illegal.
You were on a date with her, or...?
Yeah, well, I think we've been to the cinema, and then afterwards we've gone to the McDonald's.
So when you were at the cinema, had you perhaps committed something of an indiscretion at the cinema, which prompted her then to end the relationship at the fast food restaurant?
I'd chosen Jumanji.
Can I ask, did she eat her meal before she finished with you?
I ate them both, I think, crying.
Finally, can I ask you, Jason, what prompted you to make a return to McDonald's in the end?
I think I was needed a wee, like everyone else.
So it was 10 years, a whole 10
Yeah,
years
so
that you
only
didn't enter that restaurant.
2-3 years ago.
Wow.
I finally went back in. I looked that clown in the eye and I walked right into there.
She was still there.
She was still
I don't know, what do we think, Jet?
I think he's telling the truth. I think he's dumping material he wouldn't dare do on stage.
You say true? True. I'll go for true. You want to go for true?
True. They're saying true. Jason Manford, are you telling the truth?
It is the truth.
What a roller coaster of a life you've led.
Yes, it's true. Jason, you've never been able to get over that girl dumping you all those years ago, but I can tell you now that she's here tonight. She's not. No, it was a physical joke. So, our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. So please welcome Ian. So, Ruth, what is Ian to you?
This is Ian, and Ian saved my tortoise's life when he was about to be crushed to death at a recycling plant.
Jason, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Ian?
This is Ian. Me and Ian got assaulted by some school kids when we were promoting a local butcher's. I was dressed as a sausage and he was dressed as a chop.
OK. And finally, David, your relationship with Ian?
This is Ian. I bought 10 packs of AA batteries from Ian on eBay, and he sent me 100 packs by mistake.
So, there we have it. Ruth's tortoise's lifesaver, Jason's sausage friend, or David's eBay seller. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
Well, Jason, you were the sausage, weren't you?
I was a sausage, he was a chop.
When was this?
Well, I was doing a bit of acting and stuff at uni, and there was a promotions firm, and we went out dressed as sort of hilarious, you know, things.
Was Ian at the university as well?
No, we met at the promotions.
What butchers?
It was just like a Summit and Son, I think, in Manchester.
What, you mean like all the names of all the butchers?
Well, yeah, if you want.
The thing that I'm not sure about his story is that when he was younger, he was a very big lad.
It was, yeah.
Now, that's not the look you want for a sausage, is it? They're sort of traditionally long and thin rather than sort of... Hey, mate, have you come as a burger? No, I'm a sausage!
So, you said there was an attack?
Well, we've been there since, like, we got there early doors when they opened it up and that, and they got a little local celeb to cut the ribbon and everything.
Who was the local celeb?
It was Curly Watts, Kevin Kennedy. So he came in, he cut the ribbon.
Can I just ask, what was Kevin Kennedy like?
It was nice. It was nice chop. Nice chop.
He was dressed up as well. Wow.
So later on, it got to about 3:30, and obviously school kicking out time. We're obviously dressed
Deliciously.
Deliciously. They started picking on us. They were about 11.
11? How old were you?
I was about 19, but I was dressed as a sausage, Lee. And these 11-year-olds were picking on us, calling us names and that.
What names?
What names?
You know.
Yeah.
Sausage.
Sausage.
If only it was that.
Sure.
You choppy bastard and that. You meaty prick. That sounds worse, actually. That sounds like a compliment. They pushed me over, and obviously I'm in a sausage suit, so I can't get up.
Did you actually explode, or had you pricked yourself in advance?
That's a nice sausage joke.
Shut your face.